Rangers players rated after Celtic loss. Michael Beale's chances of being written into legend fell to pieces as a poor Old Firm League Cup final rightly ended up a victory to the Eastern mob. McGregor. Guilty of not coming to claim a few times, but did make a few decent saves. Nothing game-changing. 6. Tavernier. Probably marginally Rangers' best player, he had made a for breakfast for much of the first half, but it was the one time the Japanese forward got past him that cost Rangers. Forward-wise he wasn't offering much, his focus was purely on defending. It was his overall best performance in the shirt for a long time, which isn't saying much. 6. Goldson. Weak, too many loose passes and rarely a single major game-changing block. This was a weaker performance from the defender who was completely caught napping for the opener. 4. Davis. So unfortunate to be left by his partner, kind of blameless for the opening goal, and claimed many big tackles and blocks. It wasn't enough though. 6. Barisic. Another one who did okay. Barisic at least worked both halves and tried to be productive. Not a lot got past him in reality and he didn't disgrace himself. 6. Lunny. A bad call, he clearly was well off match fitness and shouldn't have started. He did try but had no legs and was frequently isolated or weak with the ball. 3. Kamara. You want warriors. You want prayers. You want players who will put their heart in even if they're not at their best. Kamara was none of these and should not have started. 2. Tillman. Lazy, weak, lacking in any quality, he made 2 decent dribbles but had rotten decisions at the end of them. This looked less unfit, and more half-assed. We're not keen on this kid or his attitude. 3. Kent. He will get a lot of flack but he worked as hard as anyone. He was foolish and greedy with a couple of wild shooting attempts but he had tons of the ball and tried to make things happen. 5. Sakala. We've held back from this because Sakala has this false reputation for being a team player. He was absolutely rotten, failed totally to play for the team, it was all about him, and his pre-match hype now does look foolish. He's a very selfish player and at his worst, he's redundant. We counted him using his pace about once. 2. Morelos. He did work. He did try. But he wasn't getting much service and was having to come deeper. But frustration got the better of him. His goal was possibly a foul though. 5. Subs. Cantwell/Raskin/Jack. Didn't really have much impact, was too late in the game to really affect it. Yup, at least 2 of them should have started. Raskin's quality was obvious but he was up against it. Manager. Michael Beale once again flubbed his Old Firm lines. He started with at least 2 players who shouldn't have been on that pitch, and while he was getting away with a rather messy formation for lots of the first half, 0-2 was not an inaccurate reflection of the difference. He really messed up by waiting far too long to remove a completely non-functioning midfield, and while the players themselves were out there and not him, he insists on shooting himself in the foot against Celtic with bad decisions. Clearly too many come in from injury not up to speed and to be frank should have been on the bench. Missed a big chance here to put doubt in the Celtic Minds. 2.